Okay, back to the class. So after the breakup, the Bell Company, and a few years later, the FCC was reviewing the competition status in the market, it still found some issues that need to be tackled. The first one is the licensing of the carriers, especially about the difference between the state and the federal level, because at that time, FCC gradually have had the idea that we should introduce more competitors into the market and make the market more competitive. But if in some states they don't, the new entrants don't really have the freedom to even enter the market. So the end of having more competitors in the markets cannot be achieved. So that is the first issue. And the second issue is like what I saw here. So after the breakup, the Bell Company become several companies, including AT&T Company and several regional Bell companies, the baby bells. And each baby bells was operating in their own region. Some of the regions are quite big. As you remember, some of the regions cover several states. Okay, so when the Bell Company was break up, well, it's not just about the structure of the company itself, but also about the properties of the companies, right? Which includes the facilities and networks of the companies. So in each of the regions, the baby bell has all those networks, facilities in their own regions. And even AT&T Company still owns its long-distance networks. So it will cause an issue when a new carrier wants to enter the market. It does not have those facilities. And as we have discussed many times when we are talking about the regulatory framework in the European Union, it will be very difficult for a company without facilities to compete with those companies who have facilities, especially all those access networks, like local loops, like access facilities. So if without all those facilities, the new carriers, they could only provide service at where there was no Bell Company. But well, this may not be very precise. Suppose this is one of the 7 regions. Suppose, okay, so there are 7 regions. This is one of them. And one of the baby companies is operating in this region. But even in this region, some areas are more populated. There are more people live there. In the big cities, as we say, each region maybe covers several states. So there are a lot of cities in each region. But there are also some areas that have just a few residents. So at that time, the baby company did not really have facility to those areas because it will not make enough revenue, it will not make enough money. So at that time, it chose not to install the facilities in that area. So for the new companies, their only chance to compete with baby bells was in this area because everyone is the same, have the same condition. Because you don't have the network there, I don't have the network here, there. So if I want to compete with you, that's the point I can cut in. But if you want to achieve a very competitive market in a national level, this situation is not enough. So the major issue is, so erase a lot of things. So the first one is the licensing. The second one is the FCC has to tackle with the open up the unbundling of these facility issues so that new competitors, the new companies, will be able to use these facilities to compete with the bell companies, with the baby bells. And the third issue that may need to be tackled is about the same we said about the universal service. So the idea is if those, well, we call them baby bells, but actually in all those 7 regions, they became the incumbent. Okay, they became the monopoly in that area. Okay. So they are the biggest company in those regions. They were able to use cross subsidy in their region. That means if a new competitor want to provide a new services in that region, the incumbent baby companies will be able to match the price or even offer the same service at a lower price by subsidy inside the group. Because, okay, fine, it's a new services. You are a new company, you can provide that service. It's fine. I probably cannot do as good as you, but I can do something financially. I use cross subsidy inside my company to use other monies to use money I earned in other areas to cover the cost, to offer that same service at a price the same as you or even lower as you, to squeeze you out of the market so that you will not be able to provide service to compete with you. Okay, so this may be the third issue that needs to be dealt with. The way how FCC deal with it apparently prohibit the cross subsidy inside the group and to make a new universal services mechanism but we'll talk about that later. But anyhow, the FTC realized there may be 1, 2, 3, and some other competition issues in the market. So I think, okay, something need to be done. So in 1990s, they began to somehow trying to amend the Communications Act of 1934. As we have discussed before, in the United States and in also some other jurisdictions, the revision of a law or an act is not to make a whole new law, but make a new law to amend that law. So if the part has not been amended in the new law,